Well, what's happening, everybody? We are finally making another video. I know it's been a little while since we made the last one, but I've been trying to line some stuff up and get these other projects over here. Currently just pulled up to where I'm keeping them because I can't keep them at my house. So we're going to be working on one that I don't think I've actually mentioned on the channel. It was my wife's dad's car. It's been sitting for roughly 2 years now, after my brother-in-law Charger 383 Mopar has taken the motor out, and I believe he did a complete gasket set on the whole motor, fixed a lot of stuff on there, got new AC compressor, all that stuff. Like, everything's ready to go on the car, but we were having a problem with it would start running, it'd start getting warm, and then it would shut off and it wouldn't turn back on. So what I'm going to try to do today, we messed with it a good bit. I replaced the fuel pump, fuel filter, blew out the lines, all that, and it still was doing the same thing. I messed with it a good bit over time and just kind of gave up over it. So it's been sitting for, like I said, roughly about 2 years it's been sitting now. We're over here, I got a hot battery, got some tools, and today I'm going to jump over the fuel pump relay to make the fuel pump stay on, to see if the car will keep running. If I can do that, then that'll be a huge win for what I've been doing. I know it's not the proper way, nor is it the right way, but I'm gonna do it. And if anything, then I had an old Ford Ranger one time that I put a toggle switch on the fuel pump similar to this, and I got me a little small LED light, and I put it on the dash right beside my toggle light, so when I turned it on, I would know that it was on. Kept me from forgetting. So, without further ado, we're going to jump out here and tackle this little car. Here's the car. It is a 91 Buick Century. I think it has the 3300 motor, if I'm not mistaken. But as you can see, it has been sitting quite a while. It's got a lot of build up on it, a lot of moss. I've had it parked here for a while. It was parked a while at the previous location after we got done working on it. But today, we got the keys, we got the battery, and we're gonna tear into it. It has been a long time since I opened the doors of this car. Don't squeak. Ooh, we got some spider webs up in here. Looks like we might have had a critter in here too. There's something down there underneath them jumper cables. Or it's Orbeez that my daughter left in here. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. Car is really not that bad of shape. Needs a new center console, but this car is really a good car. We get it running, we'll fix all this small stuff that's wrong with it. Let's check it out up underneath the hood. I really don't like spiders. I have to find something to get all those out of here with. Them doors be closing so good. I've got some greenery. Y'all are along with me to pop this hood because I haven't popped it in a long time. Ew. It don't even want to pop up all the way. Yep, there's a few things we have to address for sure. Like I said, the car has been sitting out here for a minute. And we have a nest. So we're going to crack into that. We'll make sure there ain't nothing else chewed up on here. There's some acorns up on top of the motor. It is a 3300, I was right. About one thing at least. We're going to get that cleaned out real quick. Get that battery out, put the new battery in here. I'm going to look it over everything again, make sure everything's okay. Get all this greenery out of here, going straight from the ground. But like I said, I'm going to look over everything again, get the battery swapped out, put the battery in here, and go from there. So y'all stay tuned. follow me along. Pretty good view. As you can see, we got a light. We got power. Let's see what she'll do first. With me for a minute. Something that hasn't been crunk up in just over 2 years. Sure did fire up pretty daggone good. I ain't lying. Aside from the massive hole in the muffler back there, don't sound bad. I'm not gonna smash on it too much because it did just get crunk up. I did, right before I restarted the video, I did check the oil coolant levels, make sure they were okay. Because like I said, this car was running just like it is now, so it don't surprise me that it is running now. The problem is when it heats up, it cuts off and it don't want to crank back up. And I'm thinking that it's cutting power to the fuel pump for some reason, so that's why I'm gonna try to bypass it today. But I've got to let it run for a little while for that to happen. So it'll be just a second for you guys, or just a blip, but we'll be right back when it cuts off. Well, so far we've been out here for, I don't know, roughly 30 minutes of the car running, and it's still running. It just won't cut off for me. I need it to cut off so I can try to fix it. But as I said previously, it's been down for about 2 years. 2021 is when the tag went out, and we put a brand new tag on this car as soon as we got it back on the road. So that's how long it's been sitting. Man, it needs a bath. This car is gonna shine once I get it all cleaned up. Let's see if we can't do a little walk around here. I did move the car about a foot or so because it was in the ground. Man, is she dirty. This side's worse. And I do know it needs new door seals. Try to get through all this growed up stuff over here. Give you all a little montage of how dirty this thing is. This gonna be a video in itself, just trying to get this thing clean. We put brand new tires on it. They probably got flat spots on them now for sure. Motor's still running. I just needed to cut off. But while we wait a little bit, I would like to say we got rid of the Dodge. Dodge did need some work. I did get the parts to fix the Dodge, just didn't get around to fixing it yet. So I went and picked up some tires for a car that I was selling actually, and ran across the deal. Guy needed a truck. I wasn't attached to the Dodge, so I swapped him. So now we got a 2000 Ford Explorer V8 all-wheel drive. And this is my daily driver. I do not plan on getting rid of this one actually. I do like the truck. I had one previously before. It was a V6. But I kind of like these Explorers, I really do. And I'm a Ford man through and through. Those of you that know me know that. But she's rough around the edges a little bit. Need to pick up small parts here and there. But here she is. I think you got to pick up this headlight right here, or marker light. The fender flares are off of it. They're actually in the back of the truck. It's a limited V8. See, I got all my tools everywhere because we're working on this. Missing that door panel. I don't know what it is with Explorers, but every Explorer that I've ever had, and I've had 3, 4 of them, are missing door panels, especially the front. All the windows work. It's got the sunroof in it that works. I gotta get door handles for it. Like I said, fender flares are off. They are in the back of the truck. And the reason the fender flares were off of it and back glass was off of it, I actually bought new hinges for it. But the reason the fender flares and the door handles have been removed from this truck was sitting in the line to get crushed. And my buddy that picked up this truck drove it back home over 45 minutes. My camera will focus. He drove it back home over 45 minutes one way. Truck did great running. It's got a manifold leak. Got the gasket to fix that in the back seat. But he had to rebuild the whole front end. The chunk was roaring real loud, so he had to fix that. I actually helped him put all that back together. Now I just need to do the alignment on it. But here it is. This is my daily driver now. And fingers crossed, I get everything worked out, all these little kinks that it has, like manifold and front end alignment and stuff like that, which ain't really bad. Then we are taking this to No Name Nationals. That's right, you heard me. This man has finally got registered for No Name Nationals. I have been the first 2 years, had lots of fun, never as a YouTuber, but as a spectator. My brother-in-law at Charger 383 Mopar, I have him to thank of it. He has pushed me for years to start a YouTube channel, and I have finally done it. So now I am trying to get to my 500 goal so I can either run the 5.0 Explorer and have some fun, or something else that we have, because currently we have 2 more vehicles aside from the Buick. One of them I've already posted a video of. That's the Grand Prix. It's a running and driving car. Just got to fix a few small things to it, make it reliable. But we will introduce you to the next vehicle that we just picked up. If you haven't already, Southern Juju and Platinum Gecko went along on the trip with me to pick up this car to bring it back 2 hours, and this other car about 30 minutes from my house we picked up. But them guys have posted little small videos, and they feature these cars being traveled a little bit. So if you haven't already, go over there and check them out. It's pretty funny stuff. Had a pretty good time. Didn't film a whole lot because we were just laughing and cutting up the whole time. But we'll introduce you to this car, and maybe that thing will cut off so I can actually work on it. Because this is the problem. It cuts off, it don't crank. I've moved it around, I've revved it up a few times. It won't cut off. I don't know. Maybe we sit here for another hour. I don't know. I don't want to drive it because if it cuts off while I'm driving it, all my tools are here in the Explorer. But aside from that, let's go ahead and show you all this other car. This is our new car. This is a 01 Ford Mustang. It's not a bad shaped car. That door's got a dent. Need to replace the fenders, hood, front bumper. You'll see why in just a second. Or if you've already seen Platinum Gecko and Juju's videos, then you already know why. But picked this car up on a pretty good deal. It runs. Actually, after sitting for about 2 years, it fired straight up. We were doing burnouts trying to put it on a trailer. The hood I actually might be able to save the more I look at it. It's got a little tear right here, but I can do the body work on that. But I'll replace that fender for sure. I actually already have a set of headlights that I picked up for free, so shout out to that. But this is why it cannot run down the road currently. And you can see that bottom ball joint. Well, it's still connected to the tire, and it's sitting on the ground, so she can't move currently. Car is not a bad looking car. You can see, probably not. Interior is not bad. It is a V6 car. But like I said, the Explorer is coming to No Name Nationals. It is going. Now, that's a long time for me to keep a vehicle, especially a personal daily driver vehicle. And a lot of people are gonna not agree with me on that I'm going to keep it. But I'm going to fight the urge to get rid of that Explorer, because I like that Explorer. I want to take it and convert it from all-wheel drive to four-wheel drive. I'm not a big fan of the four-wheel drive, or it's not four-wheel drive, it's all-wheel drive. But I'm not a big fan of it pulling in the front like that. I want it to be a little ripper. I mean, it's a 5.0. So I'm looking into converting that over. If anybody has any ideas that are simple, I don't think any of it's simple, but if anybody has any ideas, suggestions, hit me up. But we're currently still waiting on this Buick to die so I can fix it. It's still running. Was not expecting it to run this long. It's done got the temperature and it's staying there. But I know if I drive it, I'm gonna get stuck somewhere, and all my tools are in the Explorer, and I have nobody to bring me back to my truck. So, let's see what else we got going on. Oh, so we have logo back. This is my personal hoodie. I have not made any for anybody else. I make my own stuff. All I have is just a little vinyl decal cutter and a heat press. I make all my own stuff. But if you would like to support your local Engine Light Garage to help maybe fund some of these projects, because I've got a couple, let me know. We're going to be making a few t-shirts. You can make hoodies. Going to be currently just shipping in the United States, because shipping, when you get out of the United States, shipping costs a lot. And without me just shipping and selling and doing a whole lot, I'm currently just going to keep it in the United States. Unless, of course, you would like to cover the shipping, because it does go up a good bit. But if you would like something, let me know. We're going to be making some hats in the future, making t-shirts now and hoodies now. We're going to have either the zip-up hoodies or pullover hoodies. Let me know if you guys like any of those. Definitely get you set up. For now, we're still waiting on this Buick to die. This is the funniest thing to me right now, because like I said, it should have already died. I've moved it around a few times. It's not doing nothing. Oh, I don't know if y'all can hear that. Hope my audio is good, because I'm actually over here by this Buick. So hopefully y'all can hear me all right. Oh, it's just the fans kicking on. But we're gonna cut the video off and pick it up, hopefully when this thing dies. See y'all in a little bit.